Installation and operating instructions for the Drawmaster. The features of the Drawmaster by IMTEC are: front left-hand drawer contains a 12-count bag of 36 inches of hygienic latex tubes, approximately 48 uses. The draw mandrel, adjust to gauge the length of the cigar in the draw chamber. The flow meter calibrates the system. The magnehelic gauge accurately measures optimal draw. Primary and secondary filters are easy to clean filters that keep tobacco particles out of the vacuum pump. A double stainless steel test chamber precisely tests the draw. A vacuum pump, system vacuum source, and a foot pedal, which allows for faster testing. Now, setup procedure. Open the left drawer of the machine. The right drawer does not open. The parts in the drawer are one pair of scissors, 12 latex tubes, 36 inches long, one number 40 standard, and one operating procedure manual. Connecting the pump. Attach the flow meter using the 2 screws provided. Connect the hose from the cabinet to the lower fitting on the flow meter. Connect the tubing to the pump onto the top fitting of the flow meter. Now, plug the power cord from the pump into a 110 volt receptacle. This machine is designed to operate on 110 volts at 60 hertz. Operation at a lower voltage will cause the vacuum pump motor to overheat. If low voltage is a problem, IMTEC can provide you with a low voltage protection system for your Drawmaster. Next, we will connect the foot valve or foot pedal to the Drawmaster. You install the vinyl tubing in the receptacles located on the back of the Drawmaster. The ports on the back of the machine are labeled to match colored bands. Make sure to connect to the proper port. Next, you'll be measuring the latex tubing to install into the test chamber. Measure and mark the latex tube at 9 inches. Do not cut the latex tube before installing it into the test chamber. Install the tubing into the test chamber after marking. Stretch the latex over the mandrel side of the test chamber. Stretch the latex through the tube until the mark is exposed. Hold the latex with your left hand and cut at the 9-inch mark. Stretch the latex tube over the end of the test chamber. The next step is calibrating the Drawmaster. First, you turn on the machine. Then you insert the number 40 standard into the test chamber, leaving approximately 1/2 inch protruding from the end of the tube. The draw standard must sit against the draw mandrel. You now depress the foot valve to the test position. The magnehelic gauge should read number 40. If the machine does not read 40, you bring the machine into proper calibration by adjusting the small black knob at the bottom of the flow meter until the gauge reads 40. Now release the foot valve. To ensure uniform draw testing, calibration should be checked regularly depending on your conditions. At a minimum, IMTEC recommends checking the calibration after every 1500 draw test. Now we will demonstrate how to test a cigar. You take the cigar, normally when it's in a bunch stage. That saves the wrappers from the cigar, which is your most expensive thing about the cigar. Make sure that it has a hole in the tip. You insert the cigar just as you did the number 40 standard. You adjust the draw mandrel to the length of the cigar. Remember, the cigar has to sit against the mandrel flush. Next, you depress the foot pedal. This cigar reads a 30. Optimum draw on a cigar is 40. Therefore, standard 40 is our machine. It's what it is calibrated at. This is a lighter draw cigar. Anything over a 40 is a harder draw. 40 to 50 is a really good cigar as far as draw. Anything over 50 to 60 is considered a hard draw. Anything over 60 absolutely cannot be smoked. Next, we will remove and clean the primary and secondary filters. First, you turn on the machine. You loosen the screw. Turn it towards you. Turn the primary filter towards you. Turn the machine off. Now, take the plastic cover off of the primary filter. Gently take the filter out and blow it out with compressed air. Then put it back in the filter. Put the cap back on. Turn it back towards the machine in the proper position. Tighten the screw back down. The next is for the secondary filter on the side. This is a coalescing filter. Grab the bottom, twist, pull down. The red filter inside unscrews. Clean the filter, dry the filter, and put the filter back. It is imperative that you keep the filters clean for proper calibration of the machine. Then you will have a true gauge on the cigar. Your daily maintenance checklist should be to clean the primary filter, the secondary filter, inspect your latex for pinholes or tears, keep them out of the direct sunlight, preferably in the drawer in the bag that it is put in. Keep the vacuum pump clean of debris, and make sure that the hoses have no holes or tears. This concludes the installation and operating instructions for the Drawmaster. The Drawmaster will accurately measure optimum draw on your cigars when maintained and used properly.